in England, Shruti Dharma Prabhu was giving an example that a true story of what happened in one of the trains there, in the tube, local trains. There was one man who was traveling, and as he was traveling in the train, he was about to get down at a station, and suddenly the train stopped with a jerk. And because there was a jerk, his head hit against the rod, and it hit with such a force that he practically forgot everything. He lost memory. When he got up in the yard, the train had reached the yard, and he didn't remember who he was, and he had practically no other identity with him. He was not carrying any other identification. So he decided that he has to do something, so he started working in a nearby place. So he's from London, but he reached ultimately Birmingham. And he started working in different shops, and then finally he found a job in some wholesale vegetable dealer's shop. And all he would do was transfer these big crates of vegetables, and he practically forgot who he was, that he's from London, what his name was, where he was working. He got a new name, he got a new identity, he got a new profession, everything was new. And then after a few months, he was working like this, oblivious of his original identity. And one day, in this same shop, as he was transferring these crates, one of the crates of potato fell on his head. And again he had a shock. And at that time again he remembered that who he was. And all those memories came back because of that shock again. And then immediately he took the train and went back to London. Went back to his family. And they were saying, "Where were you?" He said, "I had got a shock and I had forgotten everything." So he was giving this example, saying that the nature of forgetfulness of this world is that when the jiva is in contact with material nature, he does not remember anything at all about his original identity. And he's just wandering, trying to fulfill various desires. But as soon as the connection is there, the remembrance comes, then the soul connects to Krishna. So till the time of realization, one is in a state of forgetfulness. Therefore, the prachetas are saying that Brahmamah iha karma bhi yavat bhavat prasanganam sangasyan no bhave bhave. They are saying that, my dear Lord, that till the time we achieve that realization, and we are always wandering in this material world, yavat iha, till the time we are wandering within this material world, Brahmamah iha karma bhi, because of performing various kinds of fruitive activities, we are forced to wander. Tavat bhavat prasanganam. You just give us that benediction that we always remain in the association of your devotees. Sangasyan no bhave bhave. Because in the association of devotees, there is always remembrance of Krishna. There is always transcendental sound vibration which makes a person absorbed in Krishna, forces remembrance of Krishna. So we do not mind being born in any kind of species, but please give us association of devotees. Sangahasyan no bhave bhave. This is the conclusion of the prachetas after they have realized the Supreme Lord, and Lord Vishnu is standing practically in front of them. And they are facing the Lord and making this request to the Supreme Lord Vishnu directly. And then they are saying that Tulayam lavenapi nasvargam na punarbhavam bhagavat sangi sangasya. Ultimately the association of devotees is everything, more valuable than all the treasures in this entire creation. So all we are aspiring for is a fraction of a second of association with devotees, which is the most valuable commodity in this entire creation. So in this way, the Prachetas understand the glory of Krishna Katha in the association of devotees, and that is their ultimate aspiration.